And how about the Welsh convention card? Would you get that, please?
In about 10 seconds, I have both pages.
Excellent. So Helgemore will take 12 tricks here. He'll claim in a second. Here we have it. 12 tricks.
And the Welsh pair are playing what they call Benjamin Acol. 4 card majors, weak no trump, 2 diamond game force, 2 club, 8 playing tricks, or 20-21 balance.
Okay, good. And our first slam. Grand Slam is on a finesse.
I see the East-West have combined 33 high card points, so they are very likely going to slam, and probably not to a grand. As you see, the slam has to be played from West's hand. Oh no, sorry. There are 12 top tricks in spades and in hearts.
Yep. They'll get to slam, no doubt about it. So the only danger is that they get to a grand. I'm asked Julian Pottage and Radcliffe, are they both bridge riders? I know that Julian Pottage is. There's even a convention named after him. Pottage against one no trump. And there's some other convention also known as Pottage. Have you heard that, Peter?
I don't know about the conventions, but I have several of his books, and he have a lot of books with quiz books, where you get a hand, get a question, when you have, and then some more information. So in 3 steps, and these books are excellent. I can really recommend his books.
Excellent. Good. So 2 no trumps by West is the relay, asking partner for more information. 4 spades confirming 4 card support and a maximum for his weak opening. So 2 spades was roughly 12 to 15. And 4 spades says, I have 4 card support for spades, and I have 14-15.
So the 2 no are not game force. If 2 no had been game force, then I would have switched. So 3 spades shows the maximum, and 4 spades shows the minimum, to give more room for slam investigations.
I agree. Yeah, it's at least invitational. That's right. So 5 diamonds, 1 key card for them. 5 hearts, do you have the Queen of Trumps? 6 spades, yes, but I don't have an outside king.
Okay, now 13 tricks.
On that lead, yes. Absolutely. In the other room we have Martens Zimmermann, north-south. Against Jones and Jourdain. Our friend Patrick Jourdain, Peter. The president of the International Bridge Press Association, IBPA.
And most of the time, you have been playing for the Welsh senior team, but this time on the open team.
They're still bidding the hand here, but they will get to slam the hand 5 diamonds at the moment after 4-note trump inquiry. It was an inquiry. Sorry, it wasn't. The response was 5 clubs, so they play 14-30. Then West bid 5 diamonds to ask for the Queen of Trumps, and East jumped to 6 spades. Oh dear, and Patrick raised 6 spades to 7, Peter. Oh dear. Going to get a lead from a minor against a Grand Slam. And right, the lead was a trump. Huge swing for Monaco on board. 1, 2. 2, of course. 1 was flat. So 4-card majors, as you see, weak no trump. So Ratcliffe opens 1 spade, major before minor. That probably classical ACOL, isn't it? From the early days, where you open a major before a minor.
That had almost not been the ACOL standard. If you go back to Stormer, the ACOL system today, they recommend 1 diamond opening on the north hand.
But if you go further back to the 30s, I think it was major before minor. Who wrote a book about that? Rhoda, what was her name again? Rhoda, was it Walsh? Rhoda Walsh? I think I have that book.
Okay, I started playing bridge in the 60s, and my Bible at that time was Stormer's the ACOL system today. So ACOL from the 60s and up, I know a lot about. Before the 60s, nothing.
Right. 14 imps scored on board 2. I don't really understand the race to 7. I mean, you ask for the Queen of Trumps, same as happened here. Partner says, yes, I have the Queen of Trumps, but I don't have a side king. So Patrick knows now that this contract will be on a finesse, unless partner has six hearts.
Or 3-1 in the minors.
Yeah.
He's opened 1 heart, 1 spade, 3 spades. That looks like a 5-4 in the majors. It could be 3-1.
Indeed. And the Rhoda was Rhoda Lederer, Peter. I'm sure you've heard that name. That's the book I'm referring to. And I'm pretty sure she writes major before minor.
That's from the 30s?
No, no, no. Well, I don't think it was from the 30s. A bit later. I didn't play bridge in the 30s. I wasn't born. But it is before Stormer. That's all I know. 50s Untold. 50s. Her book is from the 50s. Right. Okay. Looking good for Declarer here. He'll take at least 9 tricks.
Yes, so now we have time and communication to set up a spade trick or two.
Indeed. Helge may try.
Diamond? What happened with diamond?
Wasn't it? I don't. A diamond was led, right? To was it Jack, King, Ace?
No, 8, 10, Queen.
Yeah. And then
After
the Jack.
After the Jack of hearts, I would have played a spade from South hand.
He could have done that. I was to say that Helge would probably switch to the 10th clubs. He can still play. Well, sorry, he has a spade trick now already. So 10 tricks it is. It is early.
And now, by the tempo, he can't afford.
It is early.
To run the.
No, he could have exited with a club at this point, but never mind. He takes 9. This will be fast. Go on.
The only reason to raise the 7 spades in the closed room is that Waels, placed as number 30, are for sure the underdogs in this match, and looks like West tried to create a swing, and he succeeded.
Right. 1 club, 1 spade. Will South double? I doubt it. No. 8 count, no. 2 spades. And East will bid game. Vulnerable, he won't even invite. He'll just jump to game. And how is game? You have a certain spade loser, a certain heart loser. And if you get a diamond lead, you are down. If you don't get a diamond lead, there is a chance, but they can still shift to a diamond because South has the ace of spades. So this rate's to go down.
No bet for me, Roland. I owe you 2 cokes. I don't like to owe you 3. I'll find a better hand to make a winning bet.
Okay, we'll get plenty, Peter. No problem there. So South will need a club or a diamond. He won't touch hearts. I can't imagine that he will. But even if he does that, he should defeat it.
Wow, after 2 boards, the Danish seniors are down 25 imps. They bit the slam on board number 1, and North-South took their 2 tricks, and they bit to 7 on board number 2. So 25-0 for Austria against the Danish seniors, who just have made their way up to place 7.
Not good news, but still time for them to recover. They have to be in the top 6, because France won't be in the top 6 in the seniors. In the ladies, in the women's, however, and the Open, 7 will qualify, because France will qualify from both.
Yes, and the runner-up in all 3 groups will have a fair chance also, because when the Bermuda balls are played in Europe, very often a team either from South America or the Far East don't use that place, and Zone 1, which is Europe, have the first spare point of place.
Further 12 imps to Monaco on board 3 when Patrick overcalled 1 spade after 1 diamond, 1 heart. Pass double from South, all pass, 1100. Well, that's a bit unlucky, I would say. I mean, the 1 spade overcall isn't silly, is it? Ace king to 5 and a side king.
Yes, that's a fair 1 spade. I won't blame him for that. But minus 1100 is for sure expensive result. And only 3 tricks is for sure the minimum.
Well, that's true. So looks like 4 spades for North-South here, which will make easily enough. It will take 11 tricks. There's a heart and a club looser. I'm a little surprised, Peter, that the organizers chose the senior match between Israel and Bulgaria as the featured match in this round. They have 200 spectators, as expected, and we have 1,600 at this table. What do you think? Maybe not the best choice, but it doesn't really matter since we had spare commentators to cover 2 matches.
Yes, and if they like to have matches from the seniors, then for sure that match is the top match between number 1 and number 5 in the seniors. And no doubt that match should be on BBO today. The only question is if it should be on the main table or one of the other tables. But I see some reasoning.
Yeah. Overall, they have selected very well, I have to say. Price profitable, only 500. By the way, regarding the Grand Slam on board 3, the Hacketts appear to have made 7 spades on a trump lead. Board 2, that was. Well, that takes a defensive error, obviously, to make 7. And we can't really go... Go on, Peter. We can't really see how
close. If you take the ace of clubs, then some sort of squeeze against North with both minor kings. I don't think the squeeze is real, but it's very close. Monaco and squeeze.
Yes, but West will have to discard before North. So it looks like an error. We can't really go through the play unless we go to that table. Or is England on view graph at all? In which case we can't do anything. I don't think we have England now, do we?
No. But what was the lead?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe David Kenwood can tell me. He says that they have made 7 spades. On a trump lead, he said. He wrote on a trump lead. Vienna coup. But does it really work?
You take the ace of diamond.
Okay.
And now run all it's so do because of the 10 in south in diamond. But it's very close.
Yeah. If North had as well,
then it was perfect, yes. So it's a little bit sold, but it's only a fraction from a real squeeze.
wow, he got out for 300. That's pretty amazing. Only 2 down. Well, they never broke clubs, so he could set up a heart for a club pitch. I see. Yeah, so they only got it 2 down.
North shifted to a club in trick 2 to a jack, but South didn't trust his partner and played club again. Very well done by North to play clubs, but then South just fall from grace.
One spade, 2 diamonds, well, 3 clubs, and they'll get to 4 spades. And how is that contract? 2 sudden heart deuces and a diamond. Tops for 1 or so. I think you can make it, at least with all cards in view. And then you can get a club away on a diamond, so that you only lose 2 hearts and a diamond. Four spades down 1 on board 4 was flat, as one would expect. So this is 15 plus the 2-note trump bid, and therefore game forcing, since they play a weak note trump. So what will Helgemo lead here? Either a club or a spade. Trump. He won't touch hearts. My guess is a club.
And also the Danish ladies was in 7 spades, down 1. So, as we have seen a lot of times, the slam zone is a problem for all 3 Danish teams.
Well, the Danish Open team has more than slam problems, Peter. Why do you think they play so badly?
I can't tell you, but when you asked me 2 or 3 days ago, I told you that my expectation was that they had to fight to reach the top 10. They're down at 21, so it's not as good as I expected, but I didn't expect from that team.
Well, I actually asked you when we were in Israel a couple of weeks ago, and there you said you don't expect them to finish among the top 6.
Yes, but when you asked me here on BBO, my statement for sure was that they had to fight just to reach top 10.
Oh yes, I remember, because you were talking about the Champions Cup, where the top 10 nations get to send a team. That's right.
But you know, I'm so old, I can't remember what I told you yesterday, but I have perfect memory what happened 10 years ago.
Right. But maybe not what happened 20 years ago. Because I've asked you several times whether you can remember from the Danish Premier League when Dorte and Peter Schultz bid to 4 no trumps against us. And you had Jack 10 to 7 of hearts, and I had Ace King Queen. Stop. and all we could take was my ace, king, queen.
I better remember what happened 30 years ago, because 30 years ago I was in Budapest as captain for the Danish junior team. And I remember at that time Budapest was such a nice city. I really loved their restaurants, the life on cafe, the coffee houses and so on.
Yes, Mark Horton told us yesterday, it was, I think, that this is the perfect venue for bridge.
Yes, and I asked him to visit my favorite restaurant from that time, Café de Paris, which is coffee shop and also restaurant, famous from the 30s, because in the 30s, Café de Paris was the meeting point for spies from East and West. I even think that we made a movie on that theme, on that subject.
Right. Budapest is a very, very beautiful city. Well, it's a twin city really. Buda on one side of the Danube and Pest on the other side of the Danube. Connected with a bridge.
And Monaco gained 8 imps on board number 5. It should only have been 4 imps if 5 diamonds were down 3.
Right. Yeah, they were allowed to play in game. 4 spades with an overcheck. Well, North-South could have done the same here. They could have bid to 5 spades and make...
In the closed room, East overcalled 2 diamonds. But West never supported him.
Yeah. Declarer doesn't
Wow.
even have to get a club away because the 7 of clubs is high.
But why play diamonds that way when you know that the opponent will kill your king of clubs entry? So if you have to play on diamonds, for sure you have to take the ace of diamonds first. Take out the last 2 spades and then ace of diamond and another diamond. That would for sure maximize your chances. Now you need a defensive error.
But wait a second. Now on that club lead, can you still make it? Say you play ace of diamonds, diamond after the ace of clubs. You can't take a discard on the queen of diamonds because trumps are 4-1. So you cannot draw trumps ending in the dummy and then discard a loser on the queen of diamonds because West has 4.
I bet you can take a club off in dummy.
That you can, yes. I'm asked if I can tell a spectator who won the US senior team's trials, and I'm afraid I can't. I believe it was Hammond against Wolfson in the final, I haven't seen the final result. Maybe someone in the audience knows. It was Hammond. Hammond, a non-playing captain, with max growth and C. Thank you. So they will be going to Poland in September for the World Bridge Games.
So she are back in playing senior medal. I made as a senior, first time at the World Championship in Portugal, where he played for one of the two US teams, the US team which didn't qualify for the medal fight. And if you ask, it was a good tournament for the Danish seniors. We won the bronze medals.
And by the way, it was Peter Hammond as the non-playing captain. Bob Hammond played. And that's obviously more than one bridge connecting Buda with Pest. I'm told 8. It's
Yes,
like the Thames in London.
Yes, I heard you mention one bridge, but didn't take you serious.
No, that's one main bridge, you may call it. But they have 8, that's true. I don't know how many they have across the Thames in London, but certainly around 8, maybe more.
And what's going on here? 5 hard sack against 4 spades. In 4 spades, there are 2 club losers, a hard loser, and a diamond. Oh,
maybe.
If, on diamond lead, there are no time to set up the club for diamond discard.
That's right. A diamond lead will defeat 4 spades. That's true. How expensive is 5 hearts?
A club, 2 diamonds, and a spade. It's 500. Better phantom sacrifice against best defense.
Yes, because North has a normal diamond lead with Queen Jack 10. I'm told that Michael Rosenberg had some costly boards in that final, US final. Something about double slam on lead, and they didn't cash 2 aces, and something like that. Hammond won by, was it 30 something or 28? Let me see. 28.
And another 2 imps for Monaco against 4 spades on board number 6. East-west in the closed room. Never got their 2 hard tricks. It was a very passive spade lead, the Clare pulled 4 times spade, Ace of diamond and another diamond. Then West has to decide if there were clubs or hard tricks for taking. He played a club, and the Clare could claim.
Yeah, he didn't know about the ace of clubs. That's right. We have many, many good matches for you today with voice commentary. In the next round we have Sweden against Germany. Then the round after we have 2 matches. Turkey against Monaco and Denmark against Poland in the women's. And finally, at 1840 we have Monaco. Should be a good day, Peter.
Yes, I look forward. The only problem is that I am on duty for the match in the 4th round, and you know, it's St. Hans in Denmark, where we sent witches
Midsummer.
to Blocksberg.
Yeah, we celebrate midsummer.
Witches are burnt on and then sent away to fly to Harzen and Blocksberg in Germany, just on the border between the old Eastern Germany and West Germany.
A natural 2 diamonds, is that really allowed? You don't see many of them. People tend to use 2 diamonds for many purposes. In America, it is quite normal to open weak 2s in diamonds as well. Not so in Europe. So this is a little unusual that East-West played 2 diamonds as diamonds. How is 6 hearts by North-South? It is code.
Yes, no problem at all. But probably South downgrade his king of diamond in front of the 2 diamond opening. Right here, diamond king has no trick, but after the bidding, it's likely that East-West hold 9 diamonds together. So partner will have a singleton diamond, he has a singleton club. So all he has to do is to ask for S's and will get S king of hearts.
Yeah.
And that's just what you need.
Yes. There is one slight problem, and that is that East might have raised with only 2 diamonds, in which case North has 2. So ideally he would like a cubit from North in diamonds. But he gave up on that.
Yes, a 4 club bid from South could create problems now. What is 4 club? Cubit with hearts or natural?
Exactly. So practical bidding here, I would say, it is likely that North has a singleton diamond.
And that's all he needs. Here even Jack Thompson would have worked.
I'm told it's much more difficult if East passes. I don't think so. Because passes, South can jump to 4 clubs, and then a splinter or cube it for hearts, and then North can show his diamond control. Agree with Peter?
Absolutely. That just make it easier for South to bid 4-0 next round. What happened on board 7?
You tell me, and you tell the audience.
Yes, South opened 1 heart, very normal, and West with King, Jack, 7 and spade decided to pass. 3 hearts from North and passed out. I would say that West here placed himself between 2 chairs, and unluckily he just dropped on the floor.
I'm asked, do they splinter with singles and aces? Yeah, why not? If you have a hand like South, why wouldn't you jump to 4 clubs? Whether it's a splinter or a cube, it doesn't really matter. You would jump to 4 clubs, because your only problem is if partner has a diamond control. So a weak no trump followed by a transfer here to a sound contract of 2 spades.
And what a score, 48-0.
Yeah, they're shell-shocked. The Welsh. And they hadn't really been unlucky, have they? I mean, the bad results are self-inflicted. At least most of them. The 7 spades. I wouldn't regard board 3 as self-inflicted, because we agreed that it was a fair 1 spade overcall. But obviously 7 was bad. 5 was also bad because they didn't take the tricks they should have taken when North shifted to a club. So it's not really Monaco.
And the Danish seniors are just continuing, giving him away on board number 5, where Helge Mohelmes took the save in 5 diamonds and was a little bit lucky to escape for 300 instead of 500. The Danish East-West pair doubled 4 spades. I had to give away 990.
Yeah. I noticed that in one match the score line is 3-0 after the same number of boards. And it's 33-3 in the Denmark match, isn't it? So let's see here. One heart, and then how many diamonds will Helgemur bid? Possibly 4. I would bid 4.
Poland, Cyprus, after 6 boards, 1-0.
Okay, he goes for 2 diamonds. Are you a 2 diamond bidder, Peter, or are you a 3 or 4 diamond bidder? Facing a past partner.
I am 3 diamond bidder.
That's a little cautious, I would say, with only 5 losers.
Yes, but my problem is that 4 diamond is just a transfer bid to North to bid 4 hearts. And now I don't know if I have to sacrifice or not. By bidding 3 diamonds, I get better information from North-South if they bid their game on values or just because I forced them. So 4 diamond very often don't work very well.
It is true, although not likely, that 3-no trumps is an option for East-West, even opposite a passed hand. And you obviously can't get to 3-no trumps if you bid 4 diamonds.
No, but
Well,
the other problem that 4 diamond very seldom give me information about I have to bid 5 diamonds or let the opponents play.
Do you have to decide? I mean, you showed your hand when you bid 4 diamonds. You show 5 losers at this vulnerability. So it must be up to partner.
Yes. And if we have to go to 5 diamond, I could blame my partner afterward, but I don't think 4 diamond is a good bid. Because I don't know what to do if they bid 4 hearts next.
Right. So an accident for Monaco in the closed room on board 8, where inexplicably North-South bid to 6-no trumps rather than 6 hearts. Timmerman wanted to protect his king of diamonds, so he bid 6-no. How many tricks do you have in no trump?
Too few.
Yep. Even if you take a spade finesse, that would only give you 5 hearts, 4 spades is 9, 1 club is 10. So that will go down for sure. Even if West cashes the ace of diamonds, you will still only have 11 tricks.
What do we have here? You take out the trumps, play king of spade and a spade, and the spades are 3-2. You can claim 10 tricks. If the queen of spades is on side, you can claim 11.
The problem for Zimmermann in the other room on board 8 was that partner never got the chance to cubit diamonds. Didn't support diamonds. It went to diamonds and no support from East. And then North was unable to cubit his diamond control, because when he bid hearts, then South bid 3 diamonds, and now North bid 4 clubs, natural, and then there was no room for North to show his diamond control. So Zimmermann asked for aces and bid 6 no trump to protect his king of diamonds, hoping that there would be enough tricks.
Yes, but that problem was self-inflicted, because over 1 diamond 2 hard pass, we both agreed that South bid now should be a jump to 4 clubs, as the cube is agreeing hearts. So bidding 3 diamonds just created the problems for South.
Right. So we'll probably see 14 imps to Waels soon. They're playing extremely fast in this room. They've been playing for exactly 1 hour now and completed 10 boards. That is very, very fast.
These 8 boards are supposed to take 1 hour and 10 minutes, so they are about half an hour before schedule.
Funny result in the Scotland match, I'm told. Scotsman bid 6 hearts at one table, making. And at the other table they played in 4 hearts, going down. Is that really possible? I suppose it is. It is possible that you could go down in 4 hearts, and it is possible that you could make 6 hearts. But how is it possible? Because yes, you can set up the clubs, but then East gets in and he has the ace king of diamonds. What on earth is going on there? Never mind.
What board were you discussing, Roland?
Board 7, where Scotland bid and made 6 hearts. And at the other table they bid 4 hearts and went 1 down.
Not in the open.
It is board 8, I'm told, and not board 7. But I can understand the 6 hearts made on board 8. But 4 hearts going down, that is impossible. Are we talking about...
I have the scorecard from Scotland, France, and board 8 was 6 hearts made at both tables.
Okay. So I got the wrong information. I'm told that they actually, it was Sport 7, but they have corrected the score now. It was scored first as 6 hearts making and 4 hearts down 1. But it has been corrected now.
Yes, and if I'm in doubt, I go on the running scores and take up the scorecards, because the scorecards results are generated from the bridge mates at the table. So it's the players or the captains who fill in these results, and they are more trustworthy than a strange result on BBO.
So what can Helgemo do here? He doesn't have 9 tricks for certain. Remember, diamonds don't come in. He has 3 tricks now. 2 more diamonds is 5, a club is 6, and ace king of hearts 8. So he needs a heart finesse for his 9th trick. He knows diamonds are not coming in. South discarded now. So he's a trick short. He can't afford to let them in, because then they have spade tricks to cash. But he's still thinking, is there any other way of getting to a 9th trick than the heart finesse? I don't see it.
No, but after the lead and the diamonds splitting 5-1, it's absolutely with the odds to play South for the Queen of Hearts. South has at least 4-card heart, and when he discarded a heart, then probably 5-card heart. You know, the first discard from an opponent, bear that in mind, is very often from his 5-card suit. So if you are in defense and know you have to do 2 or 3 discards, don't let your first discard be from your 5-card suit. But I have to say, we have a very passive audience here this morning. I have only received 2 or 3 comments and questions. Listeners out there, come with your comments, come with your questions. We are here to help you, and we both like that we have some actions from the audience.
So Helgemo hoping for spade 5-3. He lets North take his spade tricks. Then he knows more about both hands. And now he knows for sure that South is long in hearts. Just trying to get more information about the North-South hands. And he was pretty certain that they couldn't take enough spade tricks to defeat the contract.
Wow, that's a question I can't answer, but you might do it, Roland. Which player have won most European titles over the years? I'm pretty sure that we need an Italian name. Can you help me?
Not on hand. Definitely not. But it could be one of the great Italians from the blue team. Years ago. Either Garozzo or Belladonna. What do you think? That's my guess. One of those two. I suppose we can look it up, but so can the listener. No, I can't tell you for sure.
But okay,
What?
so listener, I can tell that we both expect that will be an Italian top player, but none of us have the statistic just by hand.
Yeah, but it's more likely that it's either Garozzo or Belladonna, because they won more than the great Italian modern era did, like Bocchi and Lauria Versace. I'm pretty sure that they won more. But if someone can find it, you're most welcome to send me a private message. When will Bocchi and Madala return to the national team? Well, we don't know. Remember, they changed format in Italy. Earlier it was Mrs. Lavazza who selected the teams. Not so anymore. They have team trials now. I'm now told that Belladonna, Abarelli, Forquet and Garozzo are the most winning team. Well, obviously you can go to the EBL website and see all the European champions over the years, and then you can try to count. And if you want an individual player, you have to count again, and that will be Belladonna or Garozzo.
I'm asked if they try to organize the draw so the best team, who will be in contention for the World Championship places, plays that are in the end dropping. No. There have been, as long as I remember, a total free draw.
Yes, the draw is random, Peter. Is Garozzo still playing at the top level, I'm asked? Well, yes and no. Not really playing on any national teams, but he does play, and does play in nationals in America occasionally, and in Italian championships. And he plays a lot on BBO.
As I remember, he was on the Italian senior team 2 years ago.
And here's another question. Now they keep coming. Teams will be playing in the World Bridge Games. The answer is easy. Every country, basically, any country from all over the world can send a team. No restrictions there, but only one team. In the pairs, they can send as many as they like. Anyone can sign up. So disciplined bidding by Helgemo here. Many would jump to 4 spades. I think 3 is the limit. Yeah, North-South may be able to make 3 no trumps, that's true. They probably can, with the King of Hearts on side. Yep, they could have. Who are the South African representatives? I don't know. I don't think you can see participants anywhere yet.
I'm asked why we play a total round robin here and not in 2 groups and then last stage into knockouts. And I can tell that there is tradition in Europe for playing total round robins in European Championships and absolutely no knockouts. Sometimes the teams have been divided into 2 groups, and then the first 9 or 10 from each group go to the A final, take their results with them, and meet the top teams from the other group. But still, no knockouts in European Championships. That's the big difference between the style in USA and the style in Europe.
And we were right regarding Belladonna or Garrots. It should be the won 10 European Open team titles, Garozzo and 4K 5 each, and Avarelli 4.
But nice to get some good questions, especially if the players are in contracts where there are no real play problem.
Right. So I posted the link to the women's. I was asked to post that link, so this is done and dusted. Regarding South Africa, I'm told that Eva, Bosenberg, Aptica and Gova are the South African representatives for the World Bridge Games in Poland in September. They're all well-known players. Just missing Cope and Holman from that strong team some years ago. And under the new regulations in South Africa, I don't think Holman is eligible to play for that country anymore. He is a Canadian citizen. But that's the local South African rule. because he would be eligible to play under the WBF rules.
Yes, citizenship is not a main factor for World Bridge Federation. It's more important where the players live and where the players are club members.
Okay, so on to board 13. Let's try to focus on the boards now. But of course your questions are welcomed, so ask away and we'll answer as many as we can. One club, one diamond looks normal, one spade normal, two diamond raise normal. Pass. Alerted because it denies 3 card support for spades. East-West plays support doubles. East-West have a hard fit, and that fit they will find now. How many hearts can they make? 2 diamonds, a club and a spade to lose. Looks like they can make exactly 9 tricks in hearts. And maybe not even that, because can they get a club ruff? Yeah. They can take a club ruff against 3 hearts. If they find it, they can. Who replaced Fantunes in the Monaco team is the next question. Well, one person did. Christoph Martens from Poland. Well, now a Monaco resident, has been the Monaco coach for some years now, eligible to play for Monaco. So he is the 5th player on the team and playing regularly with either Milton or Zimmermann. Helnes Helgemo playing constantly.
And for the listeners who support the Danish ladies, they have one more slam accident against the host country from Hungary. They missed the slam in port number 8.
Not good news at all. What happened here? Oh, the 10 of diamonds took a trick. South underled his diamonds. He took one high diamond, and then he returned the 3, hoping that partner had the 10 of diamonds, so that he could get a club ruff. Now, that would hit the bulletin if it had worked, and it may also hit the bulletin now that it didn't work.
Yes, but if they have worked on page 3 or 4, and when it don't work on the back side.
We actually saw that some days ago. Boye Brogeland had ace, king, queen, jack, 6 of diamonds. And he needed to get his partner in, he thought. He didn't even cash one high diamond first. He played the 6 right away. And found partner with the 10, even the 10-8 over dummies 9. So this was definitely not a missed game. Even 3 could have been defeated. So 2 clubs by
You,
East here. Go on.
you remember the hand where we discussed about West should be 3 or 4 diamonds? Against the Danish ladies, East-West used to be 5 diamonds, doubled, and that went for 1100. Even 4 diamonds would go for 800.
But would anyone double 4 diamonds, do you think? Can they double 4 diamonds? No. You can't double for penalties anymore. Over 4 diamonds, a double would be takeout. So East is going to show a balanced, strong hand, unless he supports spades. Yeah. Now West bid 2 spades, he can support spades. That shows 5 plus cards, and at least a semi-positive hand, as far as I recall. I haven't looked it up. But it makes sense when we see West's cards. And 4 spades is the limit, so they have to be a little careful. 2 hearts and a spade to lose. How many more rounds are there? I'm asked. This is round 27. The last round is round 37, Saturday afternoon. Right, and obviously Helnes doesn't bid anymore. Partner wasn't interested. He didn't cube-bid diamonds. He didn't cube-bid hearts. So he had a clear pass. What is the format after this round robin? No, there's no format. The tournament is over. No knockout. And after round 37, the top 6 from all series will advance to next year's Bermuda Bowl in Lyon in France. Top 7 if France finishes among the top 6, because France has an automatic spot as the host nation. No, it's a 37 rounds. We have 37 teams, so 37 rounds with 1 sit-out. So we haven't seen any changes to the score for quite a while now. 1448 it has been for a long time now. We had 3 flat boards. 9, 10 and 11 were all flat. What's happening in the seniors final? Are you referring to the US or the Europeans? Oh, the US. We said that earlier. Hammond won. Hammond Yeah, with Maxfrost and Sia on the team, won by 28 imps. Now here's a question for you, Peter. If two teams have the same VPs after round 37 and their match ended in a 10-10 draw, which team gets the higher ranking? Come on, Peter.
Of course I can find out, looking up in the conditions of this tournament, but when we have that just one imp gives victory points, it's a very fun scenario. But of course it could happen, and I'm sure that there are in the conditions are rules for that also.
Yes. Conditions of contest, you can read about it. Well, it's something I don't like to go into for obvious reasons. We have decided not to comment on it. I'm asked, last year there were some stories about cheating allegations in the newspapers. Did anything ever happen afterwards? I'm not going into that. Sorry. We've had some convince that's all I can say. You can read it on the EBL website.
And briefly I can tell, 3 pairs has so far been convicted.
Yes, yes indeed. And that's no secret, so we can safely say that the 3 pairs are Fischer and Schwartz from Israel, Pikarek and Smirnov from Germany, and Fantoni Nunes from Monaco, or Italy if you like. And then of course some time ago we also had the German doctors, Vladov and Ilinescu. Well, very nice questions, many of them. We don't have time to answer all of them. We're on the last board in a second. Now you look at board 12, Peter, and tell us what happened on that board in the closed room, please.
Yes, just a minute. I was in conditions, and if 2 teams are tied, also tied in the match between them, then the imp quote against their opponents will decide.
So we'll come back to the level of the youth in Europe later. Not this match, but maybe some other match. Sorry, that's too much to talk about right now. We're on the last board of the set, and I'll take the opportunity to thank our operator as usual. He has been great. Thanks, Peter. Thanks to Marco for the text. Thanks to the organizers, as always, and to BBO, to our listeners. Hope you enjoyed it, and that you will be back later. And later is 13:20 Central European Time in about 1 hour and 45-50 minutes. Here we have Sweden against Germany for you, with voice commentary. Graham Osborne from England, and yours truly. See you then.
And board number 12, Monaco North-South, speed to 3-0, 6 diamond tricks, the King of Hearts on side, and first trick to the King of Spades.
Yes, we talked about it, that North-South could make 3-0 with the King of Hearts on. Now, why was Hellner thinking? Because he was thinking about, should I overcall 3 hearts, or should I double to get spades in? A double would have worked better here. Then they would get to 4 spades. Now they will likely get to 3 no trumps. I really don't understand the double of 3 hearts, I have to say. With a doubles and spade, why do you want to chase them to spades? You know they have a spade fit. What do you think, Peter? I would just pass 3 hearts, then I can consider. If they get to 3 no trumps after that, then I can consider, do I want to double? What's your view?
Do I really like a hard lead?
No, I like a club lead better. And the double wasn't good, as we see, because Declarer takes 9 tricks.
And with that defense, Helmut could even have taken 10 or 11 tricks.
Yeah.
But double and 3-0. You're glad to score 750 on your scorecard.
Indeed. 950 would have been better, of course, or 1150. But he's quite happy with 750. I still don't understand the double of 3 hearts. My point is,
I see that potters and souths are not used to weak 3 diamonds openings, even non-vulnerable against vulnerable.
no. We may be disconnected soon. My point was that if you had spades covered as well, then there's a case for doubling. But when you have a doubles and spade, and you know partner doesn't have more than 3 spades, it's just waste of time at best if you double 3 hearts. All right, Thanks, Peter. Thanks, everyone. See you later. Bye-bye.
Yes, thank you, Roland. Nice as always. And this time, I have no complaint to the audience. We got a lot of good questions. Have been around the world, USA, Africa, and so on. So, thank you, listeners, and thank you to our excellent operator.